Welcome back to Max Gamble TV, often a leading YouTube channel that offers you the best of car offers. So today we'll be looking at a totally different topic. Previously in our video we've showcased pricing to every product from this dealership, and for today you will be interested in describing the processes of buying a used car. So suppose that will interest you, straight away hit the subscription button. Otherwise I'll likewise at the same time be giving you pricing to these vehicles. For the case of CX5 with 3.2 would have you any of the CX5s, 3.5 would have you any of the Harriers from here. 2.6 million, this is in respect to Kenya shillings, would earn you this product. So there's a Toyota Noah, then right here you'd earn 3.2 for this Subaru. So what is the first thing that you have to check? So the first thing that you have to work with is always the budget. You have to look at the budget, you do your research, you check the vehicle's history, do a thorough inspection, that is entailing the interior, exterior, engine inspection and tire inspection. You then proceed to have a test drive through the vehicle. So that can be done with the help of a mechanic. You'd then do a pre-purchase inspection, which is very important for the pre-purchase inspection. You can negotiate later on pricing, after which you do a review of paperwork. Paperwork will come later. So for this unit and Noah, the pricing are similar. 2.6 million would earn you any of these products. For the Honda Fit, 1.4 million Kenya shillings will earn you this. Then for 1051 million and 50,000 Kenya shillings, you'd have this Passo. Before you finalize, you have to work on the paperwork, which is very important for the paperwork, and finally you'll be finalizing your purchase. And at the same time, remember to compare pricing with the rest of the other dealership. So we'll be looking at every details, every point to details. I'm hoping I've given you pricing to this furthest end. All these 3 million, 3.1 would earn you a outback, slightly negotiable, 2.6 negotiable for both the Noah and these two. 2 million would earn you this. All these products are clean imported vehicles for the Voxy. So these are foreign used vehicles, slightly below 100,000 kilometers in mileage. So let us proceed with products from this furthest end. We've got likewise more of commercials towards here. Fuso, we've got Heinz. So as we proceed, we started by a budget. Any moment you think of, so these will sell at 3 million, the Honda Vezel at 2.6 million Kenya shillings, that Fielder for 1.7 million Kenya shillings. So working on your budget, you should be in a position of determining whether you can afford the vehicle or not, lest you be a victim of your vehicle getting repossessed. Research is very important. And pertaining to research, you should be in a position of determining whether the vehicle is that reliable. For which function do you need to buy the vehicle? For instance, if you need a Uber vehicle, you'd come for products like these ones. So these will sell from 700,000, 750 negotiable to 700,000. If you need a Vitz, you'd have these for 1.2 million as at now. However, there's likelihood of the pricings getting even higher. So if you need an Uber vehicle, consider smaller CC vehicles, as for the case of Passo, Nissan Daisy, most of which, okay, like the case of here, suppose you're interested in long distance movement, you can preferably go for a diesel engine. We'll be looking at those Mazdas, the two of Mazdas. If you need a Mazda for longer distance, you go for a Mazda Demio diesel model, the black one. Then you can always consider going for petrol suppose you're interested in just but making short distance movements. So here we've got lots more for those who are looking for these Sientas, lots of them to the farthest end. They sell respectively 1.9 for this hybrid model. We've got 1.8 for this Mazda. Then the two of those are all selling at 1.7 million Kenyan shillings. So that is still working with your budget. Suppose you can afford the budget that I've given you, then you're on the right path. We're interested in one of the most interesting point. We'll be handling that later. We've talked about vehicle inspection. So this is the most important point of car purchase, buying used vehicles. So when inspecting a vehicle, you should be looking for one, exterior view. Do a thorough check. Look at, suppose it is repainted, look for any dents, look for any damages. Then you strike right to the interior, where you can always check for any tears and wear. You can evaluate the upholsteries that is from the interior. Then you can likewise, the most important point is always to look at the engine. The engine will now require a mechanic. Of course, you have to come with a mechanic. Okay, these Pro Boxes to the farthest end will sell at 1.3 million. If you negotiate to 1.2, you'll have a Pro Box for commercials. So if your research led you to looking for commercial vehicles, then come for a Toyota Pro Box or come for a Succeed. Whichever the vehicle, the products are all good for commercials. Concerning the engine, you should be looking for the oil level. Remember, there's nothing as important as looking for the oil levels. You could buy a used vehicles that leaks. The fluid leaks is very dangerous, since it will be costing you. You can't make any profits any moment the vehicle is leaking. So there's always using a vehicle check engine. You can always use that to compare, or rather to do a thorough diagnosis of the vehicle right before you consider making any purchase. So this is selling for this Suzuki 1.2 million for the Suzuki. The 3 Pro Boxes 1.3 slightly negotiable. I've given you pricing to this Sienta 1.9, 1.8, 1.7. so this is hybrid model, fully loaded for this case. Daisy, for a Daisy, just come with 700,000 if you need a vehicle for Uber businesses. The tire, you'd also do an inspection of the tire. Look for the treads, and that will, you can also consider looking for rust, since these are things that will greatly affect your vehicle any moment as soon as you make purchase. Let us look. Amazing Velfires over there, then we've got a Mazda over here.